Chapter 7. Fei Zhang plots to depose the queen. Accompanied by her maids holding lanterns, Queen Jiang got into her coach and headed for the Fairy Longevity Palace. When the guards announced her arrival, King Zhou glanced at Daji with half-closed eyes. "Lady Su, would you please meet Her Majesty for me?" he asked. Daji walked out, bowed courteously, and escorted the queen into the court. After exchanging greetings, the queen sat down on the right side of the king, while Daji, as a mere concubine, had to remain standing. King Zhou offered a cup of wine to the queen. "I'm very glad to see you here tonight, my dear wife," he said, then ordered Gun Huan, a palace maid, to play upon a hardwood clapper, and Daji to sing and dance to entertain the queen. Daji danced beautifully and sang with a sweet voice. When she danced, her long sleeves waved up and down like graceful butterflies. It seemed as if her feet did not touch the ground. Her performance was applauded by everyone except Queen Jiang, who never even glanced at her. She sat there, staring down her nose and breathing into her breast. When King Zhou noticed her expression, he smiled. "Don't you know that the years pass away in a wink like flowing water, and that we have very little time to enjoy the pleasures of life? Daji sings and dances, and she sings as marvelously as the fairies in heaven. Talents like hers are certainly rare in this vulgar world. Why can't you enjoy yourself?" he asked her. At this, Queen Jiang stood up, left her seat, and knelt down before the king. "There's nothing wonderful or precious about Daji's singing and dancing," she replied. "What, then, is wonderful and precious, if not this? As I've learned, a good ruler is pleased by virtue and contemptuous of material things. He distances himself from minions and lewd concubines. A king's self-awareness is the most precious treasure of the country. The treasures of heaven are the sun, moon, and stars. Those of the earth are grains and fruits. Those of a country, loyal ministers and fine generals, while those of a family, filial sons and grandsons. However, your majesty prefers lewdness and wine, slaughters the loyal, forsakes the elders, connives with the wicked, and trusts only your favorite concubine. There's actually nothing to be prized here, for they only spell the end of the dynasty. I pray that you will repent your errors, hold fast to law and discipline, and be diligent about state affairs, so that heaven will bless us, the people will be happy, and the state will enjoy peace. I'm a mere woman, and I apologize if I've said something wrong," she stated bravely, and then excused herself, annoyed with her words. King Zhou turned to Daji. "What's the matter with that woman? She really doesn't know how to appreciate favors. To please her, I asked you to dance and sing, but all she did was say things to annoy me. If she weren't the queen, I would have had her beaten to death with the gold-clawed cudgel." At the third watch, King Zhou was totally drunk. "My beauty, I'm still upset by what happened earlier this evening. Would you please dance for me again to drive my depression away?" he asked. Daji knelt down before him. "I dare not dance again, your majesty." "What's that? What do you mean?" Her Majesty reproached me very severely, saying that dancing and singing are the downfall of both the family and the state. I'm sure she's right, and I'm now quite worried. To return your favor, I must serve you to the best of my ability. But what can I do if Her Majesty holds that I've seduced you so that you enjoy only sexual pleasure and become a tyrant? For this I would be condemned by all the nobles and ministers, who would have all my hair pulled out before they put me to death. But even this would be insufficient punishment for the crimes I've committed," she said, tears rolling down her cheeks like rain. "You only have to concern yourself with me," the king said, and added angrily, "I will depose her and let you take her place. Don't worry, my beauty, I know how to deal with this matter." Daji thanked King Zhou, and they continued to indulge in drinking, dancing, sweet music, and lovemaking day and night. On the first day of the month, as was the custom, Queen Jiang received congratulations from the royal concubines. She was talking with concubine Huang and concubine Yang when Daji's arrival was announced. When she was admitted, she knelt down to greet Queen Jiang, and the latter returned the salutation, asking her to get up and stand beside her. This must be Lady Su that we've heard so much about. The two other concubines said, "Yes, this is indeed." Queen Jiang replied, then turned to Daji. "His Majesty spends all his time with you, disregarding state affairs. Why don't you talk to him about it? You've seduced and incited him to all manner of evil," she rebuked. "You're the instigator and must repent at once. If you continue to wreak havoc upon this dynasty, I will deal with you according to the law. You may leave now." Daji suppressed her temper, thanked the queen, and returned to her own court feeling humiliated. "You've been sighing and moaning ever since you returned from the queen's palace. What's wrong?" Gun Huan asked. "I'm the favorite of His Majesty, but I was rudely insulted by the queen in front of concubine Huang and concubine Yang. For this I must seek my revenge," Daji said bitterly, gnashing her teeth. "Oh, you needn't worry about that. His Majesty's already promised that you would become the queen. Even though he's promised me, it's impossible with Queen Jiang still alive. Only with her gone can I have the chance to take her place. Otherwise, the ministers will make it difficult for me to live in peace. Have you any good ideas? You will be richly rewarded if I succeed. I'm a mere maidservant. How could I have any ideas like that? Let's consult a minister outside the palace and see what we can do." Daji pondered for a long while. How can we get in touch with a minister outside the palace? There are so many eyes and ears here, and there's no one we can trust. When His Majesty goes to the royal garden tomorrow, you may ask Fei Zhong privately to come and think up a way for you. All you have to do is promise him that he will be promoted if the plan succeeds. He is well known for his skill in such matters. We can trust him to help us. Though your plan's a good one, what shall we do if he refuses to cooperate? Fei Zhong is one of His Majesty's favorites at court. Moreover, he was the one who recommended you to His Majesty. I assure you that he would be glad to be of service to you." Gun Huan spoke with such confidence that Daji was overjoyed. The next day, when King Zhou went to the royal garden with Daji to enjoy the scenery, Gun Yun secretly summoned Fei Zhong to the Fairy Longevity Palace. She told Fei Zhong, "Your Honor, here's a private letter to you from Lady Su. Please read it over carefully at home, and keep its contents a secret. Lady Su will be sure to remember any help you can render her. But please hurry." Fei Zhong returned home at once, entered his study, and read the letter. Daji requested him to help plot against Queen Jiang. The way I see it, Queen Jiang's the official wife of King Zhou. Her father, East Grand Duke Jiang Huanchu, commands hundreds of thousands of soldiers and generals, and Jiang Wenhuan, her brother, can defeat 10,000 men by himself. How dare I stir up trouble with the queen? Fei Zhong thought to himself. But if I refuse Daji's orders or even delay in the slightest, she can easily speak ill of me before His Majesty, either in bed when they're enjoying themselves or at the table when His Majesty's half drunk, and I will surely lose my life. Fei Zhong could not set his mind at rest. He felt as if there were thorns pricking his back. He thought about Daji's proposal all day long, but was unable to decide how to deal with the problem. He paced to and fro, numb as a drunken man. Just as he was racking his brains, he caught sight of a stranger walking in front of him. The man was broad-shouldered, about 15 feet tall, and looked tough and brave. "Who are you?" Fei Zhong asked. The stranger knelt down. "My name's Jiang Huan," he replied. "How long have you served in my place?" "It's already been 5 years since I left East Lu and came here. I'm very grateful to you for the way you've treated me. I don't know how to repay you. Seeing you look so worried, I meant to stay out of your way. I hope you will pardon me for interrupting you." When he heard that Jiang Huan was from East Lu and shared the queen's surname, a plot suddenly leapt into Fei Zhong's mind. "You may get up, Jiang Huan. I would like you to do something for me. If you accomplish this mission, I will reward you generously with wealth and honor." I will do everything within my power to carry out your orders. I would even dare to rush into fire or leap into boiling water on your behalf. I had no idea how to solve the problem at hand, but seeing you has given me the perfect solution. If you succeed, you will be promoted and wear a golden belt around your waist." Fei Zhong promised. "That is the most I could hope for. I will do just as you order." Jiang Huang replied with great sincerity. Fei Zhong leaned over and whispered the entire plot into Jiang Huang's ear. "If our plot succeeds, both of us will be rewarded with boundless wealth and power. But you must keep this absolutely secret, or else we'll only meet disasters," he warned. Jiang Huang nodded in silent agreement and left the place. Fei Zhong hastily sent a note to Gun Yan telling Da Ji what he was planning to do. Several days later, King Zhou was relaxing at the Fairy Longevity Palace when Da Ji said, "Your love for me has caused you to be absent from the Grand Hall for nearly 10 months now. I pray that you hold court tomorrow morning, so as not to lose the respect of your ministers." "You're right. Your words are as virtuous as those of the great empresses of old. I will appear tomorrow in the Grand Hall and deal with state affairs, for this is your wish, my lady." The next morning, he left the Fairy Longevity Palace in his coach, with generals and soldiers, carrying red lanterns and fragrant incense, guarding him closely.